walks again, swims again, and competes again, and wins again, and the whole deal. So, I mean, Haley Scott is a gem of an individual. She is so amazing and inspiring and grounded and down to earth. And this has just been a movie in a movie in the making for a few decades now. So it's only the third movie that Notre Dame is ever allowed to film on campus, nothing since Rudy. Ironically, they were filming Rudy while she was a student there, and so we wrote that into the latest version of the script, her walking by the set, asking someone what's going on, and we're gonna have Sean Astin do a cameo, who played Rudy, which is great. Currently Vince Vaughn's got the script to be the coach, Jennifer Gardner's got the script to be the mom, and yeah, that one's like an $8 to $10 million movie. So, but it's all the same pieces that it took to make this, it's just, a lot leaner, and so the team was amazing. That was what kind of stuck out to me the most. Yeah.
Beautiful. Any questions from out here right now?
Yeah.
I can ask questions all day.
Oh, we got one.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I got one right. So you being from Chicago, a lot of iconic Christmas movies are set there. Home Alone, notably.
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Two-part question. Do you feel like any pressure kind of putting it in that setting since it is so iconic and a lot of people have familiarity?
Yeah, and then we took the obnoxious title of Christmas in Chicago, like
Yeah,
we
exactly, yeah.
will make the definitive Chicago Christmas movie. But what's great, it's kind of like that saying, like, what's the point of success? It's like, if everyone loves you except your family, what's the point? If everyone loves this movie except Chicago, like, what's the point? And the people that love it the most are the Chicago guys. I mean, Chicago loves this movie. And we've done tons of screenings in Chicago, and then actually the beginning of this tour was in Delaware, of all places, Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, and so it was a bunch of people that had nothing to do with Chicago and didn't know me and had no connection to the movie, and they loved it. They loved it. They really loved it, and so it's been great to see non-Chicagoans respond just as well, but the Chicagoans really love it, so that makes me really happy.
Yeah, and then my second question is, a lot of like romance rom-coms don't really get that theatrical push. I know you mentioned like streaming, but
Yeah.
this film has a very theatrical feel to it.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I think a lot of Christmas movies sometimes are.
Yeah, save that energy and do that out there with the
Yeah,
camera.
sorry.
Oh my God! Don't blow it all now, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez, save some.
A lot of Christmas movies are very like corny, sometimes off-putting. This had a very wholesome vibe. Did you kind of know that going into it? Did you want to strike a balance of the two? Because I think you did a really good job.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, with any genre movie, you got to deliver the things that people expect, right? Like, if you're going to do a sports movie, like, there's certain things that people expect to see. Same thing with a Christmas movie, and especially Christmas rom-com. So, everyone's going to, like, get together at the end, and everyone's going to figure out. But then, like, but what's the journey like, and then how great is the payoff, And I think what's my favorite chunk of the movie in terms of, like, watching it with people in the theatrical, in a theatrical setting, is just like you've got to know these characters and you're rooting for them and all this kind of stuff, and then like when Scott and Maggie get together at the end, and then Regina meets the big boss. By the way, the most consistent unsolicited comment that we get is, we want a Scott and Maggie spinoff for sure, and then the comment of, man, who expected the big boss to be such a hunk at the end? Wow. Like, no context, just random cat calls from especially older women. But he is very hunky. His name is Andy McDermott, and he's actually co-producing the soccer movie with me. So he's a former pro soccer player. He's the CEO of this amazing organization called Intentional Sports. It's a $40 million nonprofit facility that he built. And he's a beast, and so yeah, he's co-producing the soccer movie with me, and he's a really good dude, really great dude. Yeah.
What month did you film this?
We filmed this at the beginning of March, so still cold, still barren trees, but not quite as bitter and oppressive. Definitely, the cold was real. You could just ask our LA people; they were just they're LA soft. It's
March
fine.
2024.
Yeah.
You filmed?
Yeah, we filmed 2024. We filmed last year. Yeah.
Mark, didn't it snow like in March that year? Was it right before you filmed?
Yeah, there was some snow during one of the days, which actually kind of like scrapped one of the days, unfortunately. But what was actually more surprising was that there was like a 3-week stretch in February that was like 50 degrees. And it was wild, and then everything started to bloom. And I'm like, no, man, I guess all I needed was you to just be Chicago, like you have been for a century. And you can't screw this up for me now. You can't do it. So it did get cold again and just kind of like push the pause button on everything. But yeah, our colorist had quite the job because there were, trees budding in the back. And so, like isolate, green, saturation, just like, yeah, just work cut out for it for sure. But yeah, it was March.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Regina and Austin, the actors, are they actually siblings?
No, they're not
That's just
actually
really good
siblings.
casting.
Just good casting, man.
Man.
We got a good casting director.
What is that process like? Did you have anybody in mind for these particular roles after the script was ready, or was it the full casting process?
It was the full casting process. I did know Michael Copon, who plays the lead, and so, originally this was going to be a slightly smaller budget, but then we kind of upsized it to include him and Jennifer Freeman, and kind of like include some, at least some recognizable names. So a lot of people know Jen Freeman from, she was in like You Got Served when she was younger, and a show called My Wife and Kids, and she was a regular in that, and has been perennially in like a ton of BET movies.
Nice.
They just did a post about her like literally like 6-7 months ago about just her being one of their Black queens, and just amazing. So Jen Freeman is great, and she like lights up the screen. She is like my favorite. She carries the entire movie. She's in like basically every scene. So Michael Copon knew her. I'll bring her to the table, and then everyone else is Chicago actors, and they're very, very good. Like the mom, do you guys know Second City? Like, are you familiar with So Second City is a famous like improv comedy place in Chicago. Like everyone's come through there. Chris Farley, Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Jim Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, like everyone. If they're a good famous comedian, they've spent some time at Second City. So she's the casting director for Second City and has been for like 20 plus years. Tommy, the younger brother, he was a child actor in a movie called Hardball with Keanu Reeves. He was kind of the chubby kid. Jefferson Albert Tibbs, I think is his name. But so he's a child actor that he went to go play pro baseball and just came back into the film game. This is his first movie back in the game. The boss, Sloan, he's an Emmy Award-winning commercial director in Chicago, and a creative director for a great agency out there. And and then Maggie, the best friend, she's on the SAG board of Chicago. So it's like a very stacked team. It's a very stacked team. I was very humbled that they were all excited about the script.
Any other questions from the folks?
Anything else?
Can we talk about the prequel?
Sure, yeah. So a lot of people ask if there is like a future. What does the future look like? Is there going to be a Christmas in Chicago 2, or Christmas in Columbus, or all of these things? I mean, probably. But that'll be for someone else. I've got just a very small handful of Christmas movies in me. I can't, guys. I can't. I'm building we call it the MCU, Meredith's Christmas Universe. Meredith is my wife, and she has decided that if it was up to her, I would just be making Christmas movies all the time. But the follow-up to this is actually a movie called Christmas in Chicago 1925, and we're going to like gangster era Chicago. It's a time-traveling holiday heist rom-com, and it does all of those things well. But it is freaking awesome. The script is glorious. It is so good. So we're basically just we actually thought for a second that we should sell that script and then sell this as a kind of built-in franchise, because the script is so good. It's such a great movie. But we'll sell this, and then it's kind of a built-in franchise for whoever picks it up. So.
Hey Mark, speaking of Meredith, is the zebra ornament really yours?
Yeah, that story is real. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
So we were struggling with our first kid for 2 years. So it wasn't specifically the zebra, it was actually a Minnie Mouse thing. But I didn't want to get sued, so. Yeah, but that was really Meredith. That was a real story. And actually, along those lines. We always thought we were gonna have a girl. We ended up with 3 beautiful boys, and we're so happy. But the girl name we always had picked out was Malia, and so Malia lives as the girl in this movie.
Beautiful.
In case you didn't have enough feels during the movie, there's a couple extra feels for you. But thank you guys again so much for coming out. It really means a lot. And if you do have a couple minutes on the way out, just a few quick questions about what you loved about the movie, so we can use it for getting this movie out there to everyone else. Cool? Awesome. Thank you guys for coming out. Merry Christmas. God bless you guys. And Jenny, thanks to the Columbus International Film Festival, but it's playing this spring. Make sure you guys come out and support it. God bless you guys.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, come take some pictures out front.